and subscribers. Internet strangers, what's up? So, coming to you on a Friday. Stayed up too late last night to go to yard sales. There were only like 7 anyway, so. And living 8 to 10 miles out of town, I'd have to drive 10 miles in just to get to the first one. They were kind of spread out, so. We'll save the yard sale adventures till tomorrow with Harlan. I know you're excited. You can't wait. I'll try to do a better job of cutting stuff down so it's not 2 hours this time. But the last yard sale video, Harlan and I actually went into a thrift store, and one of you fine folks, I think it was KP, pointed out that there was a massager down there that was worth money, and I looked it up, and it's worth $60 or $70. They had 8 or 7 on it, so you can't see it, but it's back there in the back. I went by and picked it up. Thank you very much. I'm not monetized, but hey, if you can point out good stuff for me to go pick up at yard sales that I miss in thrift stores. Hey, that worked out pretty. Shut up. So I'm gonna zip into this Walgreens here real quick. Let's go see what we can find. I'm in Fayetteville, Tennessee. I had an auction pickup, online auction. Oh God Almighty! When you cut through traffic on a 2-lane road, you gotta see the traffic come. I'm in a turn lane, and this screwball, because the two lanes had let him kind of sneak through. He doesn't sneak through at a slow pace. He doesn't barely sneak through. This young fella of not very high intelligence just hammers it through there. And I'm like trying to make a turn, so I'm just coasting. And now we've thrown everything on the floor. Hope today's that's not gonna be like it is this Friday. Well, all my auction stuff just went everywhere. Anyway, hey, I didn't call him my name or cuss. Let's write that down in the version book. So yeah, let's show y'all some fun. Hold on a second. So everybody has seen this view before. I got the iPad, the radar detector, and usually a phone, which I just got my hands. I just took down. Looks like kind of a cockpit stuck in the window. But y'all miss. Well, there's always a Diet Coke laying around somewhere. Y'all like my new gun magnet? So just in case I ever need it. Yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting. Does anybody else have a gun magnet? Let me know in the comments below. Awesome, huh? That's great. So as you can see, the clearance in Walgreens here in Fayetteville, Tennessee. These little desired if you're hunting clearance. It's probably good for the manager because he's getting rid of stuff. But so I went to the toy aisle, I've been to over and over because this is second or third closest Walgreens to my house, even though it is 22 miles, maybe 4th. But don't skip the plush. I can't make it that easy, but I'll tell you which plush I bought, but damn it. There were 2 plush, they were $5.99 each. They have a 51,000 rank on Amazon, and they sell for $28. So after fees and everything, that's about $17.50 each. So by stopping there, I made $35 just by stopping, because with that kind of rank, they won't last very long. And I've actually sold this guy before. You just, when you get in stores and you're chasing an item, you know, you focus on clearance or you focus on something else on toys, which this Walgreens had a lot of clearance toys. All the Power Rangers are on clearance. They just didn't have any because I bought them all that were any good. There was like 10 or 12 things on clearance in the toy aisle. So if you haven't been to Walgreens lately and you do RA, you might want to check your Walgreens. Just pick up a few things. I mean, just by driving by here, I had to come up here anyway to get the auction stuff, jump in there, buy 2 plush. I got an Amazon order going in this afternoon. That's, you know, $35 worth of profit in there. It's just that simple. And people wonder, with Bearded Picker, if you're just chasing one item and you're on the road, is it really profitable for that one item? But there's stuff like that in every store. You know, you pick up $35, $40, $50 extra in every store, plus the item you're looking for. All of a sudden, yes, it's worth your time. You know, you pick strategic places to go. like Walgreens. If I want to go to Walgreens and find a lot of Walgreens, the state of Florida, the state of Illinois, there are a couple states that are just loaded with Walgreens. Illinois is in the Chicago area because that's where they started. I guess Florida because there's so many old people that no offense to old people, I'm getting to being old people real quick, but they take more medicine than younger people, so it makes more sense to have more pharmacies per capita in an area where the demand is greater, so the supply, of course, would naturally meet the demand. All this economic stuff that you learned in high school or fell asleep during high school, you never knew one day would come back and be some kind of theory on how you make your living. I have lots of theories. Most of them are worthless. Most of them are like anybody else's theories and opinions. They're I won't say anything over it, even though I've thought 10 things right there. So I'm going to go in. There's a Goodwill here. I didn't film a lot in the Walgreens because they play music and it would just be no narrating, just looking at stuff. And then I have to go find y'all some banjo music or something on YouTube that's royalty free. And so it's either a strike or y'all listen to banjo music, or, you know, I just tell you what I found. So I just told you what I found. I saved your ears from bleeding today. That wasn't awesome. I'm just looking out for you guys. I'm trying not to hit somebody else this time as I go through a parking lot. Don't take it, don't take it. You got a handicap spot, don't take my spot. Alrighty then, we're just gonna back up here. See you in a little. Alright, who's ever Black Cloud this is that's following me around, could you please come get it? Because me and it are not getting along. That Goodwill store right there was a bust. So, but don't worry, Walmart, see it? Alright, let's go to Walmart. And Rain, come on by. Don't ruin my Saturday yard sales. I know this would be a scary face for you to walk into Walmart and me be your greeter. Hi, welcome to Walmart. Have a nice day. I've been practicing. So what do you think? Should I send in my video application? Alright, this is one of the reasons why I like this Walmart so much. Dun, dun, dun. Did y'all catch both rows? I know you did. Well, let's see what's up. They just don't mark down stuff fast enough. That's why they have stuff everywhere. Need a new printer? People were looking at me crazy, and they're right. So I turned it off for a minute. I mean, they're idiots. Walmart, can you hire people that understand under 35? Wait, I understand these are under 35, but you've got the 15s, the 4s, and the 39s, and the 37s, all under 35. When you've got the 3s and the 6s and the 9s over here, and you got a 50 that you can move, but the 50 has the 7s in it. There's just not a rhyme or reason. Can you get your act together, Walmart? Bueller. These guys right here, I don't care how many of them you scan and do whatever, at $25 and $12, you cannot make any money. That's just a helpful hint. Skull Candy, don't even bother with them unless you're going to eBay, because they've been absolutely raising hell about crap on Amazon, sending out IP claims and nastygram emails and just to save you the heartache. I've seen that, and I've seen people bitching about it, but I was actually out of it at the time. Thank God. And another good, if you do sell Amazon FBA periodically, like once a month or so, erase all your inactives. That way they can't come back and find you, because Amazon will send you out a warning if you still have the item listed in your inventory, even if you've been out a year. So erase your inactives once you've sold out and are not going to get any more. Or if you use a service like Inventory Lab, like I do, it'll track the stuff, so it'll put it right back on there. So erasing it doesn't do a lot, except protect you from Amazon. Okay, I'm about to show you all the finds that I have gotten off of those 3 rows of clearance. Are you ready? Are you excited? in this experience today on these clearance rows, you bought the same thing I did. Is that exciting or what? I guess you'll notice there's been a wardrobe change. I got a little behind. It didn't do the haul part of the Friday video. So here's what I picked up at the auction. Spent $330.05. So here we go. This train car was $6. I think I can get 35 to 40 out of it. They are all four train cars are Spectrum Master Railroader series from Bachman. There are hardly any of these on, and you know, even with the ones that have the box, I'm not very good at this camera thing. Any of them, this is an Imperial analyzer, a hermetic analyzer. Alright, I'm gonna stand back. This auction had a bunch of industrial equipment, that's why the price went up a little bit. This with all its cords and everything in this condition, I believe I paid $28 for it, and I should be able to get 70 or 80 for it. This right here in its case is I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's a Mitutoyo. That is a caliper. It sells for, I need to say, there's a little tool there. I don't know if something goes there or not, but it should sell. I paid 40 or 50 bucks for it. It should sell for 150. This guy here, same thing. I paid 27 for it. It should go in the 130, 140 range. So I don't think there are any of them that are brand new with the dial. This is a caliper, so that means that was a, damn, forgot. I looked all this stuff up, but you know, I forgot CRS. There's the next train car. That one, I don't look like it's ever been on the box. It's still in sealed plastic inside there. That is a flatbed car, CNS. That one was, I paid $7 for that one. That one, there's none on there. And the last one sold for 42 or 43, so I'm gonna ask at least that. This is a best test instrument of some sort, but you can see it's missing a couple of little things there on the end. I don't even know what they do, but I know I paid 30 for it, and it sells for right at 100. This one is the exact same thing. Another one, just best test. You can see it right there on the dial. It's got some of the same. It's in the wrong case though. It's in a Mitutoyo case, but it's actually a best test, so that kind of confused me for a minute when I picked it up. A Federal measure. It looks like it's the same kind of measure and all the stuff, but this one was the cheapest one at 25. It should go for 80 to 85. We're gonna go back over here to this one. This one's a manual. It doesn't look like it's ever been out, but it's missing or maybe it doesn't need any of those two things, but it's got this little guy here. I don't know what the hell it is. I honestly don't know anything about this stuff, other than when I looked it up, it is extremely expensive. This precision tools measuring equipment, and with all the manuals and everything, I think I can get 140 for that. We're gonna go for the engine was the most expensive one at 11. It's the B-line. The box does have a little damage on it. In this condition, they are selling for $60 to $70. This engine right here, and it shows no signs of use whatsoever. I don't think it's ever been used. And last but not least is this box car here. It was $7. It sells again just like the other ones, $39.40, and it's in this nice little box. So that's what I picked up at. That's what I picked up at the auction. Spent $300. I think I've got $700 worth of stuff here, so double up pretty quick. All this stuff, the reason I spent the money on it is because it had a high sell-through rate. And when you're spending money and you know it's a little more expensive, one thing to really consider is how fast is this thing going to move. So all these had, you know, you hit completeds, and well over 3/4 of them were sold. So that is a big number for me. So I went ahead and went for it. I will let you know as I sell things on my Monday shows. I will let you know how I do with these things. And I picked up the two stuffed plush at Walgreens, which will make another what did I say? They're 28 and I paid $6. So you know,
$35, $36 profit on top of the things I picked up here. Well, hope you've enjoyed this Friday and a look at what I picked up at an online auction in my area. You use AuctionZip, look around, find some of these things in your area. Auctions are a great way to pick up merchandise, especially if they're online and you're not familiar with this kind of stuff, because I don't have a clue about a lot of this stuff. But you know, I had a week to look it up, so you know, I did some research. Pictures are bad, but I did some research. They do have a day I can visit. I just forgot, but I went ahead and took a chance, and I'm very pleased with what I got, and hopefully I will do very well. Guys, I already know how bad my yard sales were, so because this is Saturday. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys do the YouTube stuff for me. You got any comments about any of this below? Anybody know anything about all this? It's this precision equipment. Any knowledge will be appreciated. Do the YouTube stuff. Roll Tide.